So we just got the transmission apart. Once I got that one bolt that I missed, it came off super easy. But these flex plate bolts, I haven't broke any of these yet. And if you look, every single one of them is loose. And this might have been the noise I was hearing, so I'm gonna hope that it is. But I do still have the metal shavings, and I'm hoping that the metal shavings are from maybe when I drilled the hole for my oil drain into the pan. And I also had to drill a hole for my valley cover for the oil pressure sensor, so it's possible that maybe that's what the metal shavings are from. They do look like they're aluminum, so I'm not sure if they were bearing material or not. But this flex plate is definitely super loose, so I really hope that that's what I was hearing, and the bottom end is good. So we just got the oil pan off, and looking down in here, I don't really see any metal. I'm wondering if the metal shavings in my filter might have been from when I drilled out this drain for my turbo, which just goes right here. I did clean the pan as best I could afterwards, but I'm sure I didn't get everything. So I'm gonna pull this top pan off here in a second, and we'll look underneath that, see if we can see anything else. And also over here underneath, I haven't got this off yet, so I can't really tell if it's clean or not. But if you look right here on the pickup tube, I'm missing a bolt. I don't know if I put that bolt there in the wrong spot when I did my cam swap. I couldn't really see this, so I was just kind of doing it blindly, and I found a hole that fit, and I think I put that bolt right there instead of right there. So I mean, it had good oil pressure. And one thing I did mess up on when it started knocking, I didn't actually check my oil pressure, so I don't know if it had good oil pressure or not. I just heard the knocking and I quit running it. We're gonna pull this off so we can look at the rods, and then we're gonna pull that piece off of the oil pan so we can see what it looks like underneath there. So we got that tray off, and looking down in here, I really don't see anything that looks wrong. I mean, just from looking at it, none of these look like they got hot or anything. Everything in here actually looks like super clean, and I can see the cam down there, and I can basically see the whole thing from different angles, and it all looks really good actually. So I think that there might not be anything wrong with this, and the noise that I was hearing was that flex plate being loose. So it's a good thing that I got it out, because I found that that was loose, and I also found that I put that bolt in the wrong spot on my oil pickup, so I'm surprised I even had good oil pressure with that. So that's really good news. I guess 2 weeks ago I had a bad rod bearing and no engine, and now I don't have a bad rod bearing and I have 3 engines. So that's really good. I guess I wasted some money buying those intake adapters. I probably should have pulled this apart before I went and started spending money. But I'm not going to be upset that my engine's good, so this is really good news. I'm not going to touch anything on the bottom end on this. I think it's all good. I'll probably do a little more inspecting and stuff, make sure I don't see anything else. And if everything's good, I'm going to put this back together, and I think I'm going to let the car sit until I can sell some stuff and get probably like a 3200 Circle D stall for it, because I really don't want all this to be for nothing. So if I could put it back together with a new stall, I'll have those flex plate bolts Loctited in so they don't come back out. I'll have this oil pickup tube tightened the way it's supposed to be. So one more thing I wanted to mention about the flex plate bolts is this motor only has 40,000 miles on it. It's only been boosted for like maybe 1,000 miles, if that. Pretty crazy that those are loose like that on a motor that only has 40,000 miles. That probably would have caused some like real damage real soon if I didn't find it. So here's another quick look at the metal shavings that I had right down in there, and I can't find anything in the actual pan. So I haven't done an oil change since I put my cam in. It really wasn't that long ago.
You did a break-in oil, and then you changed it to Mobil 1.
Oh yeah, I guess I did, but I didn't change the filter today. So when I first put this cam in, I put some break-in Walmart oil in here for like a startup, and I let it run a little bit. And I don't think I changed this filter because it was a brand new filter when I did the break-in. And I only did the break-in for, I only ran it for a few minutes. So I'm thinking those metal shavings are all from doing that oil drain. And I also had to drill, I mean, I did this part outside of the car, but I also had to drill the hole for the oil pressure sensor in the valley cover. I think I'm gonna end this video here.